It all starts with Daniel, who was doing his fitness workouts. It's clear he's a strong guy, and we find out he used to work as a trainer in a gym. But now he's become rich and owns his own properties, so he stopped working. He just stays at home training, and that's it. Until one day, while he was working out like usual, he suddenly hears a lot of police cars coming to arrest him. And the moment Daniel sees them, he tries to run away immediately. He jumps off the roof fast and starts running through the streets, but luck wasn't on his side. Suddenly, a police car appears and hits him, throwing him on the ground. And we still don't know the reason behind all this chasing. So let's go back in a flashback, exactly 6 months earlier, to understand what happened. Back then, we see Daniel as an unemployed guy, going around everywhere looking for a job. But inside him, he had this big faith in himself, that everyone has a spiritual power and huge energy that can make them the strongest person in the world. But that's only if they truly believe in themselves. He kept repeating that he wants to be a fitness trainer in a gym. So we see him training like crazy to build up his muscles. And since he used to train in that gym, he thought about working there. But the salary wasn't good, so he decided to apply to a better, higher level gym. And as soon as he goes there, he meets the new gym owner. The owner asks him about his ideas and his plan. Basically, during the interview, he asks what Daniel can add to the place, and at that moment, he starts talking with full confidence and tells him he's got a plan that can develop the gym. He says he can turn the gym into a full fitness production center, and that will increase the place's income. The profits will become way higher than before. But there's one problem Daniel admits to the gym owner. He tells him he was in prison before, and that this might cause an issue for him. But the gym owner doesn't think twice. He accepts Daniel right away because of his plan, especially since he feels he's gonna make a lot of money from him. He agrees to hire him immediately. Daniel gets happy and starts the job. Day after day, he begins applying his plan and developing the place until he reaches a good position. The gym starts making big profits and more money flows in. The gym starts bringing in a lot of money for the owner. And one day, a big businessman named Victor comes to sign up at the gym. And by his bad luck, Daniel becomes his personal trainer. But while Victor is training with him, he keeps talking about how huge his wealth is, how rich he is, and how he owns tons of properties. At that moment, Daniel starts thinking about his words. He begins stressing a bit and feels unhappy with the place he's in, even though he worked so hard to reach it. So the moment he meets his friend Adrian to train together, he starts venting to him, telling him how he's not satisfied with his life anymore, and he can't handle this lifestyle. He wants to make more money, to buy whatever he wants. And it looks like Adrian also wasn't happy with his life and wanted to be rich too. Both of them didn't like their situation and wanted to become rich in any way. But up to this moment, nothing new happens. The next day, Daniel goes to a self-development class. There, the motivational coach talks about how they all need to create a plan or a life goal. First, set the goal. Second, work towards it. And third, apply it in real life. And from the sayings he repeats is that they must shout that they believe in themselves, that they're strong and can do whatever they want. Daniel gets super inspired by his words and starts shouting from all the motivation he's feeling. The coach notices him and likes his energy, so after the class he talks to him personally and even gives him a free private session because of his determination. After that, Daniel starts thinking how he can become rich. And he doesn't find a faster way than stealing a rich person. And since he knows Victor very well and knows he's loaded with money, he decides to rob him. He makes a plan and goes to show it to Adrian so he can help him. And the surprise is, Adrian actually likes the plan too. He's also tired of his life and wants to become rich. But Daniel tells him they'll need one more person to pull the plan off. So they start thinking who they can bring. And they don't find anyone except their friend Paul, the guy who was drinking and messing around everywhere, and his whole life was ruined. He was even in prison before, and when he got out and tried to fix his life, he met a priest in the church who helped him believe in himself and gave him guidance. Since then, Paul walked a straight path and stopped doing anything wrong. Now we see Daniel and Adrian going to talk to him. Paul starts telling them about his past, how he was in prison, and how his whole life was problems until he got out and understood the meaning of life. He doesn't want to make more mistakes and end up in prison again. So he refuses to join their plan, but Daniel keeps talking to him, convincing him that it's just one job, and after that everyone will go their separate way and start a rich life. And because Paul didn't have anyone, no connections, no support, he felt happy that Daniel